Hello and welcome. My name is Zafar Iqbal and you are watching the Mojo Story. Ahead of the counting on 8th of October, Jammu and Kashmir National Conference has issued a statement denying any rumors of any back channel talks with any party outside of the India bloc. Now, the statement that's been released by National Conference says that the National Conference categorically denies the unfounded rumors of back channel talks with any party outside the India bloc. Those sensing the India, those sensing their impending defeat have resorted to spreading such baseless accusations. We urge the public who have placed their trust in us to disregard these false claims and not be swayed by rumor mongering. So that's a strongly worded statement that has been issued by the National Conference. Now, remember, National Conference is in an alliance with the Congress and they fought the elections together. They had a seat sharing arrangement both in Jammu and in the Kashmir Valley. While on some seats it was National Conference candidate that were fighting, on the other seats it was the Congress. Now, the entire election was fought on the plank of being a party that is not uh, shaking its hands with the BJP and is in an alliance with the Congress. Now, why has this statement come in? There is a context to it. Junaid Mattu, who was from the Apni party and has recently come out of that party and is contesting as an independent candidate, had sent across a tweet. He had said that in that tweet he had actually hinted at a possible meeting between the leadership of National Conference and the BJP. Now, the tweet says that the NC BJP negotiations have clearly commenced. NC leadership is now speaking to authorize representatives from the BJP, and an unofficial mediator is mediating. Initial groundwork includes the creation of a larger interest fig leaf to justify the betrayal in Kashmir. Now, that is the tweet, and like it was that the other tweet says that seems it was a complete coincidence that BJP emissaries and the National Conference president were in Pahalgam on the same day at the same time. How stupid of us. Now, those are the two tweets put out by Junaid Mattu. Now, Junaid Mattu has changed many parties in the past. At one point, he was also a part of the National Conference. Now, National Conference has obviously hit back and said that it's dismissed all those rumors, and it is clearly said that there are no back channel negotiations, back channel discussions taking place, and with any party or any candidates. Now, that statement was issued by the party spokesperson, Imran Dar, and the statement also says the National Conference saying that those anticipating their defeat have resorted to spreading false accusations to create this confusion, and clearly saying that the party stands as a part of the India alliance. Now, this statement comes days before the counting day, the counting of votes for 90 seats of Jammu and Kashmir Assembly. Now, Jammu and Kashmir Assembly saw assembly elections taking place after a gap of 10 years. There was a 69% overall voting in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, many developments have taken place in these 10 years. Article 370 was revoked on August 5, 2019, and since then, Jammu Kashmir is under the rule of an LG. Before that, it was the governor when it was an erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. It's now split into two union territories, the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and the Union Territory of Ladakh. But a few days before, I think a week ago, when Mojo Story interviewed former Chief Minister and National Conference Vice President Omar Abdullah, and specifically asked about a possibility of allying with the BJP. He clearly said that it could be the end of their politics of that party and his party. And in fact, he gave the analogy of the PDP. He said when PDP joined with the BJP in 2014, remember there was an alliance between the PDP and the BJP in 2014 in the government formation. He said that is what, you know, proved fatal for the PDP, and since then PDP has not been able to gather together as a party. Let's first play that soundbite what Umar Abdullah told Mojo Story when was specifically asked about this question.
Do you ever see yourself, if it came to a matter of political survival, tying up with the BJP
Actually,
again?
tying up with the BJP would be the exact opposite of political survival.
You've done it-
Today, Mehbooba Mufti is actually struggling for political survival because of 2014. Today, her daughter runs a serious risk of losing her first election because of 2014. So, tying up with the BJP for the national conference, and for me, would be the exact opposite of what you're saying. It wouldn't be political survival. It would be the death of our politics and my political career.
Right. So there you heard it, the National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah saying that that it would be the death of his politics and the politics of National Conference. Interestingly, uh, giving a giving an analogy of PDP joining with the BJP in 2014. Now, within the NC, there is a lot of discussion that's been going on, and in the past, key leaders of the national conference have been saying that uh, that it is not possible, and they will, in fact, leave the party if that sort of a situation arises. Now, one of the leaders, one of the national conference leaders, Aga Ruhullah, who's also a national conference MP from Srinagar, uh, was very clear when I asked him that will the what will he do if such a situation arises. He's been constantly saying that it won't take a minute for him to leave that party if such a situation comes up. And he reiterated his stand that he will leave National Conference, and the commitment that the party has made with the people must be fulfilled, the aspirations of the people must be met, and there can be no scope of allying with the National Conference. So, if we can actually play that soundbite. You recently given a statement that if your party moves away from what people aspire, you will not take a minute to sever your ties from the party. Can you explain?
Yes, I have been talking about it in a particular context, and the context is that I expect my party, that's National Conference, to stand by its promise, which is that it will not align with BJP after the elections, come what may. And I have been saying this from the day one of this campaigning. Everywhere where I went and campaigned for the National Conference candidate, I said it in their presence, in the presence of every particular candidate, that the people are voting you and are expectedly going to vote for you with the expectations that you stand for them against the regime of BJP and against the onslaught of BJP, and you'll not align with them. So live up to this expectation.
Right. So you heard it there. Uh, of course, the National Conference leader saying that there is no scope of any alliance with the BJP. So the news that we are bringing to you is, of course, that the National Conference has issued a statement and has strongly dismissed all those rumors that pointed to a possible alliance between talks, rather not an alliance, talks between National Conference and uh, the BJP ahead of the counting. National Conference making it clear that those rumors are baseless and it is being put out by those who are already defeated, who have lost. They are putting out these such rumors, and it is not in any back channel talks with any party or any group or any independent candidates. It's outside of the India bloc. Now, National Conference has allied with the Congress as a pre-poll alliance for this elections, and there was a seat sharing arrangement that was made by the National Conference and the Congress. While Congress fought on most of the seats from Jammu region, National Conference uh, put up its candidates mostly from the Kashmir Valley. So clearly, ahead of the counting, we're already seeing lots of discussions taking place in Jammu and Kashmir. What's going to happen next? If it's a hung assembly, how can a government be formed? Which are the parties which can come together? What is clear though is that National Conference and the Congress are a part of the India bloc. PDP is not a part of India bloc, but PDP has been putting up its own candidates on most of the seats from the Kashmir Valley, while there is the Engineer Rashid factor. Engineer Rashid, the candidate who beat Omar Abdullah in the Baramulla parliamentary elections, in the parliamentary election for the Baramulla seat. Engineer Rashid is also backing many independent candidates are a part of his party, Awami Itihad Party, which he is of course supporting with, and uh, he's quite confident that he'll get a large number of seats. Then there is Sajjad Lone, then there is Apni Party led by Altab Bukhari. They are also contesting. Now, National Conference has been saying that Apni Party and Sajjad Lone are A and B teams of the BJP, which have been clearly refuted by these parties always. But we're seeing clearly different uh, sort of narratives that have been come up during this election and after the polling ahead of the counting. The BJP has already made it clear. They have been saying that they are very confident that they will, uh, of course, they will be able to form the government. BJP will come to form the government. That's what the BJP is saying, that they will be the largest party, clearly eyeing on the Jammu region, which has been the BJP bastion in the past, where from the party has won most of its seats in the past. And now, after the abrogation of Article 370, of course, that has been a long pending demand in the past and an election issue for the BJP. Now that's been fulfilled. So the party is hopeful that it could actually get those Jammu seats. But from the valley based parties, the National Congress is already allied with the Congress. The other parties are also saying that they are not B teams, C teams of the BJP, and they are independently contesting these elections. But clearly, National Conference coming up with that statement today and dismissing all those what it calls rumors of any back channel talks with any political party outside of the India alliance. So, so clearly, that is the situation that's been developing in Jammu and Kashmir. Of course, after the abrogation of Article 370, all the Kashmir based parties have been trying to maintain a distance from the BJP. And in fact, there was a Gupkar alliance that was earlier formed by all of these parties that didn't last for long. And all the parties came out of it, and all of them are fighting the elections independently. Only for the Congress and the National Conference that's fighting it together in the India bloc. So the news is that National Conference has dismissed those rumors. This came after a series of tweets that were put out by Junaid Mattu, who was a leader of the Apni party in the past and also the National Conference and Sajad Loans Party. He changed many parties, and he said that there was some sort of a meeting that took place at Pahalgam, but National Conference clearly dismissing those rumors of any back channel talks between the National Conference and the BJP. We'll keep a close eye on this story, but for now, thanks so much for joining in and for watching the Mojo Story.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.